a child with low blood sugar will wake in the night. So do I give them 3 ounces of turkey at bedtime to sustain them through the night? I might say, is this a emotional issue? Were they traumatized in the night? Is this a fear issue? Do I need to take my child and celebrate their need? I ask parents to celebrate their child's needs. There may be a dozen different reasons for the same behavior. So as you think of your child holistically, what is that issue? Now, if you think about optimal development, a child would be born, they would be held for the first year of life. Brain would develop with eye contact, touch, constant food, blood sugar, constant sensory input. When we create an environment for any child, you see there's a 2-hour pattern here. It's about what nature would have designed. And everything that a holistic environment, think again biologically, what did nature design with the optimal environment for a brain to develop? So be patient with yourself, be patient with your child.
This is our life right now, doing all the paperworks, trying to wrap it all up. John's working hard, getting a map of our house done and our emergency plan. Honestly, these questions are the hardest that I'm finding, like what we're willing to, what our preferences are. These are just some of the questions that they ask you, what you're willing and what you're comfortable with having with the birth parent.
So there's a not so pretty side to thinking about open adoption and working on these questions, particularly at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we're gonna call it a night and pray over these things, because every adoption looks differently and there's a lot of questions to consider when doing this home study part, like all of
showing some of these things.
I showed it a little bit earlier, but so
I mean, we're considering an open adoption, or a semi-open adoption.
Open to semi-open, yeah.
And you know, I think we've seen the more beautiful, like, ministry kind of side of it with some of the vloggers we follow, but then I also think about, you know, just in protecting my family and stuff, like you think about the other realistic view that people on the other side, you know, could not be so nice and have it all together, and they want to harm your family or harbor bitterness with letting their child go.
Yeah, I was telling John, I feel like all of the videos and stuff that we've watched, not just like in the Instagram community and stuff, but just in general, like there's nobody talking about or seeing anything about birth moms that are incarcerated or with criminal history or full-on drug use or mental health issues, you know, and I just haven't heard anybody talking about this part of adoption really at all when you're considering it. And with us wanting an open adoption, you know, we have to consider that. So we are gonna go to sleep. We're gonna go to sleep on this and pray about it tomorrow and just make an extension to all of this paperwork. So those are the realities of home study, a little bit behind the scenes of what we are facing right now.
Yeah.
The battery's flashing.
We're going to pray about a lot of these things, and then we'll let you know how we answer them.
Yep. From Carolina home, casa. To your casa.
Hasta la pasta.
Baby.
Baby.
Today is Monday, the 5th of what is this month? June. It's June. And we haven't vlogged the past like week, maybe. Honestly, things have been kind of boring. I don't know why, but we haven't vlogged. But today is a very exciting day because, do you see this little packet here? This packet here, guys, the Carolina Homestudy is the packet of paperwork that they give you, which is like your entire life story, is summed up in this little folder. And I am about to go turn it in because it is done. This is a mile marker for adopting, and I am just so excited to be able to hand this off and to know the next couple steps are our interviews and our in-home interview with our social worker. Once we get approved, well, one, we need to start working on our profile book because we have not started that. I believe it's going to be pretty easy. John is creative. Like, I've already got a lot of ideas. I think that we'll be able to handle it ourselves just fine. But Friday, we're gonna start our t-shirt campaign and start getting our team together that are rallying around us and this little baby. Team Carolina Cub. If you're out there, Friday, t-shirts are gonna be available. And we need to work on our book. We need to get our house kind of situated a little bit more. Like, we need to get some emergency stuff situated. So, really, I mean, that's what we have to do. And then raise support. Honestly, we need $3,500 to use our consultant, and we need to pay that up front. And we don't have the full $3,500 right now, so we're hoping to, with the t-shirt campaign, raise the amount for using our consultant, and at that point we can sign a contract with them and start being shown to birth moms and raising support in the meantime. So things are happening, guys. Hoping by the end of June we will be Homestudy approved. We will have raised the $3,500 or saved up the $3,500, both, because we're trying to get some side jobs too, and have our profile book completed so that by the beginning of July, we can sign the contract and we can start being shown to birth moms or become active or whatever that actually means. So I'm gonna go turn this in, and yeah, this is a mile marker. I thought I would grab the vlog out because we said we were going to be vlogging all of this stuff. And yeah, we have just a couple more training videos that we need to complete within the next couple days. I'm hoping by Friday we'll have those done, and that's like the final thing that she can like get the ball rolling. So we really need to get on the videos because that part is tough. So this little building, right where that lady is leaving, that is Catholic Charities. Getting ready to turn in our adoption home study, and I am very excited. Like, I don't think I've allowed myself the emotions to kind of sink in a little bit more with all of this. Like, I don't know. I guess I've been pretty emotional about Isabella lately, and just thinking about how God has brought us this far, his faithfulness after her loss. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to have kids again, and just from the heartache, you know. So to be able to walk in and like, this is a big step to completing, you know, just the first steps of moving into this, moving forward. So I don't know, I just got all the feels sitting in the car getting ready to turn this all in. This is a lot of information, and it's kind of scary because they look at every single detail of your life, and not that John and I have anything to hide, but it's like, holy moly, this is a huge investigation into our life. I feel like we need to be getting some other certifications because this is like so much information. But anyways, I'm excited to go and turn this in and continue to say yes to adoption and growing our family. I'm just excited. And whatever it takes to move forward and have these little ones in our home, like we're willing to go through all of it, all of the paperwork, all of the difficulty, all of the boring trainings, all of it, because it's good. And it means there's a little baby gonna be in our family soon. Okay, rant's over.